So our lovely landlord clients, Sarah and Catherine, have just finished a light refurb on this really lovely 3-bed property in a really good location, and I'll explain why shortly. Look at that. That is really lovely. So we actually managed to achieve much higher rent on this property than anybody had anticipated. And this was even before the refurb had even begun. So the incoming tenant now is going to be massively surprised. I think they're going to be very, very happy with this. And that's largely down to obviously reputation. And, you know, from the agent's perspective, so from our perspective, it's having a good reputation, and it's ensuring that you do and you deliver what you say you deliver, you do what you say you do. And with that, it's ensuring that you're working with great landlords and great investors who will do what they say they'll do, and they would absolutely make sure that they would provide the very best for the tenant clients. For example, a nice welcome letter or the keys, a tenant handbook. That's really developing. In fact, they purchased these blinds that have been measured to specifically fit the windows. Let's go upstairs. So we have a lot of inquiries for this. It's a 3-bed property. It's right between Sturchley and Kings Heath. Quite a very quiet residential area, quite leafy, but it's also right between two very, very popular areas. In fact, the train station is being built just around the corner. That's the blinds again made to measure. And yeah, we had loads and loads of inquiries, and this was before the property, before the works had even began on the property. We managed to secure a lovely family that are now working at the local university, I believe. That's nice roller blinds and curtains. Nice neighbours. Look at all those cute sheds. Very quiet, so it feels very safe. Now, what's quite good about this arrangement and our landlord clients in this situation is that we do accept pets here, and the income tenant does have, I believe, some cats or some small dogs. And you know, if you structure it right so that the landlord is protected, then there's absolutely no reason not to accept pets. You know, just make sure you vet the tenant. It's the tenant themselves that's the issue. That's the human that's the issue. And obviously make sure you have a pet that is suitable. But don't automatically say no to having pets, because you are, from an investment perspective, you are excluding yourself automatically from a big market. Now, there's a pet policy. In fact, we ended up using Sarah and Catherine's pet policy as an additional form of protection. We always ask for a minimum term of 18 months, although obviously that's subject to change now. We asked for accidental pet damage insurance, and things like that, which any responsible pet owner would more than happy to have and provide, because that's just what a responsible pet owner does. And also, it's difficult enough trying to find a nice property that can accept pets. Anyway, so yeah, it worked out really well. The family is actually moving in tomorrow, and I'm just here In fact, Sarah and Catherine have just finished mopping the floor, so I have to walk around in socks, which I do anyway. It's tradition that it's custom that you just take your shoes off when you walk into a property that's to let that has just been nicely done up like this. So yeah, I think it's great. I've done marketing pictures now, so we've got the marketing pictures and video on record now, so that if and when the tenant does decide to move on, give notice in the distant future, we can straight away start the marketing and generate the interest, because we've got this pictures and video as the property is right now brand new. And so that therefore we can start marketing straight away and not hold up things, so that we can find a tenant and have them moved on in much quicker, which reduces the voids, and that 1 or 2 month void, which is about 2,500, maybe 3,000 if we're not careful. No, sorry, yeah, it'll be almost 3,000 potentially, can be financially crippling. So it's just stuff like that from a tenant, from a lettings agent perspective. It's just making sure you've got things like marketing pictures on record and videos on record, so it's all ready for the future. So it's just being prepared. But it also means that you can show prospective tenants, say, look, obviously it's tenanted, but this is the condition of the property that we will aim to get it back to before you move in, or as soon as the current tenant has moved out. And obviously when you've got videos and pictures documenting this through years and years and years of trading, then that develops a good reputation, develops a lot of confidence with prospective tenants, and that's how you're able to secure lovely tenants before refurb is finished or even started, at really good rent. So yeah, the rent, as I was saying, the rent here is actually really high, for higher than what we thought would be, which is great, because it is a really lovely property in a really good location. But from an investment perspective, actually, it goes to show that if you stick to fundamentals, it's really difficult to go wrong. And the fundamental here is, in Birmingham, properties in the south of Birmingham are generally always going to attract better tenants, better quality tenants, attract higher rent, have lower voids, are much less riskier, and also there's also much better capital appreciation. Now, the downside of this is that generally you're going to have to pay just a bit more for the property, but in my personal opinion, it's definitely worth it. You get such less headaches when you buy good properties in good areas. And good areas, I just mean areas that are popular, that aren't just filled with litter, dirty streets. So in Birmingham, it's more or less the south of Birmingham. And I was just about to say something else. Yeah, ours are a good capital appreciation as well, and much lower voids. And those voids, as I keep saying, the voids and churn will absolutely cripple an investment. Anyway, so hopefully that's been helpful. My name's Nguyen. We let manage high quality HMOs and singlets in and around Birmingham. I really like these blinds. I think I might get some for my house actually. Yeah, if you like this sort of stuff, please don't forget to like and follow more. I think that's it. Yeah, can't think of anything else. I couldn't actually find any snagging stuff. I was going to do a quick snag for a snagging list for our client as well, just because that's what we do. I couldn't actually really find anything. So I'm going to send actually a quick video to our tenants moving in tomorrow. Not that it makes a difference, but it's just a nice thing to do to show, look, this is what you have rented. And thank you for the trust, because they just rented it blind. I mean, obviously took the viewing and everything, but they didn't see, what it'll be like or anything like that. And I think they'll be very pleasantly surprised. Okay, all right, see you guys in the next one. Bye.